So the needy VT situation, that has completely blown up. It has completely overwhelmed my Twitter feed. I've seen some conflicting reports on this, but basically it's a content creator, a VTuber, and an artist that has allegations of her buying adopts art and then flips them immediately. It started with this. Thanks to a very kind person, I have screenshotted of needy VT confessing to flipping models' designs to make profit. If you're wondering why I'm buying so many adopts when I'm so low on funds, it's because I'm trying very hard to sell them as adoptables with my rigging fee added to make a profit. I swear I'm not just wasting money collecting adoptables. Okay, fine, normally I do that, but not this time. And Needy replies to this. There you go. Here's proof this is correct. And I did do this. Yes, I don't do this regularly. No, I buy designs and then I turn them into VTuber models and simply add my own rigging price. I don't add on the model art original price or the design art price. I always get model artist and design artist permission. And this is a screenshot of people discussing it. The thing is, she doesn't give them the most money. She is notorious for getting them cheaper and then selling for 3 times the price. Oh, I thought she gives them away for free. I do give them away for free. This was one time I ever purchased a complete model for someone. I never purchased things I can't rig myself and add my rigging price on it for profit. Profit, by the way, I always give to others except this one time. And the artist is okay that I sold it for as much as I did. I sold it for the original price plus 1K worth of extra things I'm adding on. Yes, I did only buy it for 2K and took the rest for my trip. I've never done anything like that before. I will never do it again, but the artist is okay with it, so I'm okay with it. Turned off comments. I've said everything I needed in the comment thread. If you disagree with what I did, I totally get it, and you're free to block me or whatever you want to do. Have a great day nonetheless. Basically, some of these, at least, some of these adopts she would buy, then she would rig and then sell as a complete package with an added extra fee. And like I asked some of my artist friends about it, and they see nothing wrong with this per se, though the like counter argument is that it could the potential harm is that it could remove cheaper avenues to get the model art. If she's buying up all the adopts that are usually, I don't know, priced at $300, then it creates like a gap in the market, or then the artists will make more adopts and they'll end up selling them at a higher price because they gotta produce them more. Basically, it's like, what do you call this? Like flipping assets. So I've got this other tweet where she spoke about this, and she's like, I do sell them for cheaper than the price they would buy if they commission my artist and me custom. For example, this design cost me $380 and the model artist charges $500. Then my rigging is $350 for non-skip rigging. That's $1,230. As you can see, I sell it for only $800 and offer very, very flexible payment plans. You put down a down payment and then you can pay any amounts at any time. No rush, no schedule, even if you pay only $1 a year, to try and help people who want their dream design turned into a dream model but can't afford to do it all at once. So this is including design art, ref sheet, a VTuber model with 3 expressions. So this artist tells their own experience about working with Needy. So basically, she combed a custom design for me for $135. I got $200 for the rush fee. The request was similar to her model, Fox, Galaxy, Moon, and I was sure I was doing it for her because we hadn't discussed anything else. When I sent the finished character and asked if it was okay, she said she loved her. But the next day, I saw the character was already for sale for $270. I didn't even have time to send her the files, and I don't know why she charged extra because she didn't discuss it with me. I thought it was just a mistake, but now I see that it's not just me. I'm not accusing anyone or anything like that. I just shared what happened. Please draw your own conclusion and don't sow hatred on anyone. So here they're like, how much extra would it be for a rush fee for 2 weeks? And they're like $200 instead of $270. What do you think? That would be great. I'll take it. Basically, they say, I usually charge double, but I think I can do it for $200 instead of $270. And Needy, after seeing this artist post about her, DM'd her and said, hi, it's Needy. I just saw your post about me, and I think I just quickly scrolled through our DMs to see what I paid you, and just at a glance, I saw this $270 you mentioned. That's my bad. I'll gladly pay you that extra $70 right now if you let me know where to send it. Then she replies, I don't need this money. Send it to the buyer you cheated. Send it to the buyer you cheated, but it won't change anything because given everything else, we can't be sure that it was really a mistake and insulated incident. I don't know if Nidhi here is trying to do, damage control, repairing her wrongs after she's getting dogpiled, but I don't know. Probably should tell the artist that it's gonna get resold, asking for perms. You know what? I always wondered, some VTubers that keep buying adopts and then they keep out reselling, and I never understood why people did that. Does the artist still have the rights to the adoptable? If yes, then sure, that's scummy. If there's no additional stipulation, then shouldn't care. I guess it depends what are the artist's COS. Dear Needy VT, you bought my model for 2K, which I was okay with. The issue stems from you charging the original 4K that you didn't pay for. You charged a buyer the original 4K price I was asking for, plus an extra 1K for add-ons you did. I have no issues with you charging extra for add-ons, but I do have an issue with you charging the original 4K that you didn't pay for. It's sending $2,100 with an extra. The original price was 4K, so I was selling it for the original price. Plus, I had some art made and I was going to rig the other model in the folder. So I think this is after Needy sold the package to 4K, and then the other person is reselling it for 4K. I don't know why you would buy a VTuber model from somebody else, by the way. Just make it from scratch. It's gonna be cheaper than 4K. That's insane. Like, you're gonna spend 4K on somebody else's design? You might as well make the design yourself, or you lose like half the fun of it. If you had charged a 2K that you paid for plus an extra 1K for your add-ons, that would have been fine. But that's not what you did. You claimed I said I was okay, but I did not agree to you charging more than it's worth without the add-ons being on the price. This DM of you asking if you could charge more was right after you stated adding things on, because like I said, I don't have an issue with charging for add-ons. I did not in any way think it was okay to charge extra for what you didn't pay, for that the add-ons don't equal. I'll need to know the artist and rigger name to give credit to, and so I can read their TOS to know what I'm allowed to do with the model, if I resell it or maybe even host a huge giveaway for it. I'll get full ownership of the design, yes, I can never be reclaimed by someone else. 3. How do you take payment? I'll either host a big giveaway for it, or I'll go hire some artists to make things for it, get some animated stuff done, and a fan art event, and sell it for a bit more. I just want to make sure that either option would be okay. And the artist responds, oh, Julie, that's so sweet. I'll type up all the info for you on my PC and send it over. But then the artist adds, neither myself nor the person who bought from you is okay with this. I tried getting help from the artist and manager of said artist, but unfortunately they couldn't help. They did, however, advise me to take it up with you, and you decided you saw no problems with what you did. So after all of these posts started coming out on Needy, as you guys saw before, she starts to contact some of the artists, like the first one I showed you guys, offering the extra $70, or this here, where she tweets, if anyone knows the owner of this design, could you please tag them? I completely forgot who it went to. I apologize, but I owe them some money and I would like to make that right with them. So she's trying to make some people whole by reimbursing the money, probably so people can leave her alone. She then edited the conversation to make it seem like it was between her and the person she sold the adopt to, buyer, and is now backtracking, saying that it's completely different chat. Fixed. One of many issues, reach out to design artists and waiting for a reply. Model artist is obviously okay, new owner is obviously okay, but I reach out to them anyways about an idea to make things better. Awaiting response, more to come, just bear with me. Hello dear, when I sold you the Lunar Wolf design, I couldn't quite remember how much I bought it for, so I quickly checked my DMs with the design artist to check. At a very quick glance, I saw the $270 and sold it for that. But I was wrong. I actually only paid $200, so I owe you $70. If you let me know where to send it, I'll send it to you immediately, and I'm super sorry for this inconvenience. I'll be more careful in the future. So this is unrelated, but since she became controversial, people also started bagging on her because she apparently sells a rigging course, which is what she calls an academy course. But reportedly, it is a series of YouTube videos that aren't really complete, and then people started getting mad because she was charging $100 for an incomplete course. Needy, on the other hand, is saying that, well, it's been clearly stated that the course weren't complete, so people knew what they were buying into. This devolved into a full shit show where all sorts of complaints and unrelated are thrown towards her now. Basically, dude, there's so many threads. I'm not even touching like most of them right now. There's like threads of artists and people NijiVT has affected and info on what she has done. Bought a model for 2K, resold it for 4K. This first is just so sad for me. I reached out to you to tell you the person selling the model didn't have permission to give assets to you because they hadn't paid me for the model. And also, hadn't been cleared by the artist who made it. You chose not to care or even attempt to dig into that. I cannot believe your intentions were solely good here. You sold the model for 2.5 times what you paid for without permission from any of the artists involved and neglected checking when I reached out to you. You might have cleared things with the model artist, and I'm glad for her sake, but there are several other artists who just had their work passed out without permission. You also never considered the person who made this design through all of this and were planning to make change to the design without asking them either. Just overall not cool, sorry. Tried to self-promo in others people Twitch by doing a door-to-door salesman suggesting what she seems as better than their current model, insulting the streamer current model artist and rigor. So I kept my opinion to myself, but the more I see about it, the more I feel like I need to say my part. This is how most posts on the topics are now starting. Last year, Niji has made a post about going to people's Twitch streams and trying to upsell or give away models that they deemed were better than the current PNGs or models the streamer was using. They were encouraging this behavior to others. I quickly made a comment on the post stating this is self-promotion. This is inappropriate and Twitch is not the place for it. I was met with, that's your problem, that's your opinion, I am helping someone. I said you can help on Twitter and on other platforms, but you don't go into someone's Twitch channel and tell them, hey, I can get you something better. It was a back and forth argument, and eventually they made a tweet stating that I had ruined their mental health. They weren't able to sleep or eat for days. The call out hadn't even been 24 hours yet, but because of this post, I was met with a ton of backlash. I was told to KMS and I had no idea what I was talking about. This person has done X, Y, and Z for the VTuber community. I'm ruining a good thing. It's my fault. I had no idea at the time that they were also buying affordable adopts and reselling it at a higher price. I'm very disappointed in this behavior from them. You can't help people without putting yourself in broke situation. There's no reason to spend money on adopts if you're trying to save for vacation. I wish no harm to Needy, but after seeing multiple issues with them, it seems like their behavior will never change. Needy favoring her friend and letting them buy a model someone else had already paid 2K of the 5K payment for. She did a refund, but this is proof she deliberately leads people on and then drops them when a better option or friend comes along. NijiVT going on live and asking why another person isn't also being attacked and wishing harassers on them. Crazy. Oi, you! Yeah, you. Hi. If you're not subscribed to my second channel, I don't know what you're doing with your life. So take a moment, press the like button, press the subscribe button, and hit that notification bell on. And thank you so much. I appreciate you. Now let's get back into the video.
And I'm just so bumfuzzled why I'm getting attacked and not the original owner who sold it to me and told me I have permission to sell it for higher and who still owes the previous owner money. Why is she not being attacked? Why is she being quote retweeted and taken up for and I'm being quote retweeted and called a bitch and a cunt? It doesn't make sense to me. She sold it to me and then told me I could resell it for more. How am I in the wrong? And then when they said, hey, you can't do this, I said, oh shit, really? Let me reach out to the artist ASAP. And I did. And the artist said, thank you for reaching out. You're good. I'm so sorry for all the inconvenience. All is well. You're good, girl. Do your thing. How am I in the wrong? Crazy.
So yeah, I also remember from her from another rigging drama where she was showcasing her model on stream, her new rigging, and she kind of was making fun of her old model and was saying that the lean was not high quality and stuff like that. She got a lot of flack for it too. Needy ghosting her 20K giveaway winner for 4 months with no updates, all the while buying more adopts and having her 30K giveaway. Yeah, that was another point of contention. Apparently she hosted a lot of giveaways. Needy buying a design for $200 and reselling it for $270 without permission. We've read that one. Needy shit talking her new rigger's work for no reason using her old model. Oh, that's what it is. Oh, that's what I was talking about.
Face rigging was so much better than... I don't know what Jupiter was doing. You see this rigging? Look at that fluff. And now look at this. Look how boring that is. The rigging. Like, come on. And look at my expressions. You saw how cute the other expressions were? My mouth barely moves. And when I raise my eyebrows, I look terrified. Hire a different rigger in general. That's still, around the same price. My skirt barely has any physics to it. It barely moves. Like it should fluff, Don't know. The shadow on my head doesn't move. But also another thing I noticed, my animations are not looped. Like the galaxy disappears. See, the stars are gone, and then boom, it comes back and like goes in really fast. I feel like that was like quickly done. See, gone, boom, comes in like really fast. It doesn't like keep smooth going at the same speed. Do you know what I mean? Boom, it goes really fast and then same speed. See, same speed, gone, fast, and then same speed. That's not supposed to happen. That's like when you didn't time your animation correctly. I struggle with that issue a lot too, but it's very fixable.
I mean,
and then the same thing.
She probably can address that after
Like,
or ask for alterations.
I was hoping the stars would be like an infinite like rotation, but they're not. I think that this one just looks so much better rigging wise, and it makes me miss this model so much. Sadly, I do not own this model anymore. I sold it. Also, one thing I really
sold it. Deep dives. People have done deep dives. People have done presentation slides on all the bad stuff, quote unquote bad stuff she's done, depending on how you feel about this. Needy falsifying her reason for asking for donations, claiming it's for a Korea trip when it was for a Korean person to come visit her, making people think you're saving up for 3 months trip to Korea multiple times, but actually just having someone over to visit you is misleading and bad. Being more straightforward with your main post. As I understand, she is getting married and she was trying to save money for that. My Korean trip is less than 2 months from now. Yeah, I mean, it is weird that she's referring to this as a Korean trip when she's not leaving. I'd really like to gather some funds to throw into my saving for the trips in case of emergency, also for food and fun activities. My saving will never be touched for giveaways and such, so don't worry about me spending it. But I could really use as much help as I can get. As this trip will be 3 months long, please consider helping me. Any amount help, I will pay it forward as usual over time through giveaways. Link in comments. Oh, you're in Korea. That's awesome. Sadly, I won't be going there. I'm bringing a Korean to me. Hey, it's just easier to call it a Korean trip than to say a trip for my boyfriend to come visit me in America from Korea. Yidi selling Adopt, she got into a giveaway for free for almost triple the original price. Are you allowed to do that? I was just informed that Nidhi is selling the Adopt I just gave away for free. Please do not buy from her. She has been given away. I didn't even spend $200 on her. I spent $75. She is more than just upcharging. I blocked her after everything that happened yesterday. I had no clue. Please don't buy it. She's very much ripping you off and the design has been given away. So RNG Dear Adoptable comes with complete nude version of the ref sheet. Design only $200. All of the above plus rigging for $800 USD. So it comes with model art, 3 expression, extra ref sheet for $500. DM to claim, payment plans accepted. Here's the proof of purchase. I paid $152 for the 2 adopts. I gave away today $75 each. I had donated prior to everything that was exposed yesterday and do not consent to it being resold for more than double the price. Needy does not have permission to sell these adopts after all the shit she's pulled, especially for nearly triple the price I paid. If someone has brought it, please file a chargeback and report her to get your money back. I don't know anyone has brought it and I'm sick to my stomach at the prospect of someone being ripped off like this. I will not say something weird about Needy, other than I'm deeply disappointed and disgusted by this behavior. Needy charging $100 for basic level and incomplete rigging course that wasn't disclaimed to be incomplete. I've heard conflicting reports about this. I saw she said that it was, that people knew that it was incomplete. This is kind of ridiculous, my experience so far with Needy. I spent $100 to do her rigging classes and TBH I've been disappointed by them. Not only did she lower the price and not tell anyone, 1, they're not even all out yet. I have to wait for more vids. She started selling the course unprepared and I have to sit on my hands and waited weeks when I already paid $100 fucking dollars. They're as basic as course can get, they're basic as a course can get. Like, I feel like I could be watching a YouTube video about rigging and I'd be further along. Like, if you blink, you drag the eyelid down and that's it. Maybe they're special infect and stuff later on, but guess what? They're not even made videos yet. She started selling random course without even making a course videos yet. Oh no, I mean, she called her own model boring. Yeah, her model was good. I get some of the criticism she did, like on the skirt and stuff, some of the stiffness, but I think that's important to communicate to your artist. I feel totally pawned out of $100. I get to rig her model at her schedule, which is so far I've been waiting since the end of February for all these courses. Why sell course if you're not ready to sell? Like, why would you not have the vids made already? And by the way, the I'll be in the VC to help is not true. I've not seen her in VC once, and it's not even $100 anymore. It's $75 now. Not to mention, I didn't even get a chance to share art in her Discord server without making fan art of her characters because it's required to be a verified artist. Oh, okay, this one, like I said, so I guess this is like the typical Twitter moment where she does something that is perceived wrong, and perhaps there was some things that were unethical, but now it's like everybody is coming out of the woodworks to dogpile on her, it seems, and then adding on some lesser, like, problematic things to the conversation, which is, I think, muddying the issue. Needy buying a model based on Algonquin history and calling it a fake mythical creature ghost story, and then blocking actual Algonquin people when I tried to educate her on why it shouldn't be made into a cutesy anime girl model. Since everyone is sharing their interaction with Needy, I will too, without the names blocked out. As well as my favorite Needy quote, "Oh, rip that girl, she just cast bad luck on herself." And she sure did. She bought an adopt based on a painful Algonquin history and turned it kawaii. When people expressed to her that what she was doing wasn't okay and the history behind the spirit she was trying to sell, she told them that they were ruining her sales and messing with her profit. Replied to everyone who wasn't indigenous that they shouldn't be offended on our behalf. But when I showed up and expressed how wrong it was, as someone who is Algonquin and was raised with my culture, blocked, post deleted, post remade, cell-made, culture ignored. She doesn't care about people unless they are larger than her. She doesn't care about smaller voices that can affect her. She only cares about herself. Indigenous voice matters. Indigenous culture matters. Indigenous history matters. So this is Needy's reply. Just because some people believe in that doesn't mean I do or others do. Same as we shouldn't praise devils or demons in some cultures, but lots of VTubers celebrate being those creatures. In the end, we can't force certain beliefs on others, and if someone wants to be a Wendigo or a demon or a siren or a kitsune, then that's up to them and their beliefs. To me, a Wendigo is just a fake mythical creature and nothing more than a ghost story. Even in one of my favorite scary games, Until Dawn. They're used in games, shows, and books, so I can't see why not a VTuber model. I can't really base my business around other cultural beliefs, or I wouldn't be able to produce literally any mythical creatures. Some are scared, some shouldn't be spoke of. I don't think it offends anyone personally. I think they might see it and think, "Oh, rip that girl. She just cast bad luck on herself," or something along those lines. But I wouldn't necessarily be offended. But unless you are offended, I don't think you should speak for others and create issues if there aren't any. So they didn't like that. Screenshots of the whole fiasco, a Wendigo adopt. I've seen Wendigo VTubers. Yeah, technically she's not wrong, honestly. This is one of the most far-fetched claim against her. So yeah, huge back and forth, and Needy ended up blocking her. If you guys have any questions, concern, or comments about me or my content, please ask me in DM. The thing with Needy is that with every response that she's done, she's not helping herself. Like, so I think one of the big thing, her post defending herself was kind of, well, I have no money because I do so many giveaways, so I deserve something nice, which wasn't the best look, and that didn't help the situation. It made hate directed towards her amplified. She's also said some things to the tune of, "Why aren't XYZ person getting harassed though?" which is the clip that we saw earlier. And, you know, she had the rigging controversy not a while ago. This is the Needy apology. Hello, everyone. I wanted to formally say that I'm sorry here from the bottom of my heart. I'm truly sorry. I'm the issue here, and I'm trying very hard to fix it. Please allow me some time to do so. I think the best course of action is for me to deplatform. And I will work on doing that. I'm still going to stream on Twitch as a content creator. I'm still going to run my academy and work on my commissions. I'll get off of social media entirely for my own mental and physical health. And I think it's the best for the community if I weren't in it. My page will still be up, and I'm looking out for messages for things I need to fix. I'll of course still contact my rig babies through DMs and continue working hard on their rigs to deliver quality work. If you're unable to reach out because of a block, just reach out to a friend to unblock. Due to being overwhelmed, I block things as I read the first line. I'm sorry if some artists got mixed up in that, and I'm really sorry to have disappointed you guys this much. I'm truly very sorry. Please note that I'm doing everything I can to slowly fix things, and I hope you find the strength in your heart to wait it out and see what happens, and then I will leave the platform. Though I am waiting for some DMs to fix things, I may need to step away for just a few days, so please do not worry if I don't respond right away. We'll be back as soon as I can, and I will work things out. Again, I'm just so sorry for all this mess. Design donations are all cancelled since I won't be here to post them. I'll edit my adoptable sales too. When I get to my PC, I will be wild, but don't worry, I won't sell them unless I paid for them. Anything donated is fully returned. Hi, sorry to chime in, but your academy, is this true? It's really concerning. A one-time payment of $100 for incomplete content. And she responds, hello, I did say that it was a work in progress and incomplete in the purchase post and multiple repeat posts and Discord announcement that I need to take more time, that I would not do open monthly memberships until I was complete and ready so their membership would not be wasted, but that lifetime membership were open if they wanted to because lifetime is lifetime and they would get their content eventually no matter what. I was open and honest about it, not being complete and to purchase only if you want, so you can kind of see the classes posted live and the fun process. Completely optional. And the course is almost complete. They can rig an entire model now, just without physics. They can do head angles, body angles, mouth, eyes, brows, but not physics yet. That's the next video to be released. And now the problem is with this post is that people are upset, from my understanding, that she said that she was graduating, but she's still on Twitch and she's still on Discord. Basically, she's only graduating from Twitter. So people are like, well, you're not really graduating, are you? Okay, so there was also this that, of course, didn't help. Her problem is that she's too wordy and she's not expressing her very well, I believe. No matter what I do, there is no winning. If I apologize, I'm fake. If I delete drama posts, I'm hiding. If I keep them up, I'm a drama bait account. If I do nothing, I'm not taking accountability. If I refund everyone, I'm doing damage control to cover my ass. Nothing I can do will make people stop making Google Docs and videos and clipping me out of context and spreading the wildest lies about me. Right now, she is public enemy #1 on Twitter, which is crazy because there's been way crazier stuff happening, right? I made huge mistakes, not everyone being said is a lie, but nothing I can do will make them stop, and I'm not mentally strong enough to sit every day and read people telling me to kill myself, threatening me and how much of a cunt and bitch I am, sharing praise that they cancel me, and celebrating amongst one another. I don't know what the correct choice is, because really there isn't one. I'm just really sorry. There's like another thread.
The next thing will come out and they'll jump on the next person's throat, and I'll just keep trying to, do better and try not to disappoint people anymore. I'm just gonna keep blocking everybody. I know that makes me mad. I'm just gonna keep blocking them.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell.
I don't know. I don't know why they're mad at me and not the original, or the previous, sorry, and not the previous owner, who resold it when they didn't have permission to sell it. I thought I had permission to sell it because she told me I did. So I just didn't know that. And then when I figured it out, I did everything in my power to make it better. Contacted the artist immediately. The artist said that she was grateful for how fast that I handled it. She wrote that publicly on the thing. She said she was grateful for how fast that I handled it, and all is well. But then they keep making posts and lying.
No, I think most artists would be bummed if you found out that someone bought your painting and then flipped it for twice what they paid like the next day. I think the speed of how fast she's putting them up for sale. I think, okay, maybe we need to think about this a little more. I think there's just a stigma in the VTuber community for doing things not out of passion. If you're doing things for money, like what she's doing right now is kind of like, businessy, like an entrepreneur. If she was somebody that was not a VTuber that came in and did that, she could do it without any scruple. But because she's a VTuber, she's gonna catch a lot more heat for it because it's kind of like frowned upon. The VTuber community has a lot of these unspoken rules. I mean, I think being upfront with your intentions, with what you're commissioning, is would have helped her case too. Like if she was like, "Yo, I'm commissioning this. I'm planning to resell this. What are your TOS? This is what I do. I buy a lot of adopts and then I flip them." Yes, it's like scummy, but I understand artists not being happy about having someone take advantage of their stuff to make money. Also, I think there's probably this feeling of like, well, shit, I could have made more money out of this art. That's also attached to it. I don't know. What am I missing, guys? What do you guys think? People in the comment watching the future video, what do you guys think? What is this clip about?
I didn't talk to anyone else because, in my opinion, the artist is the only one that it concerns. The previous owner knew that I was going to sell it for more and said that's fine. The previous owner knew that I was offering lower than what they were asking, and they said that's fine, and they praised me for it. They thanked me for it. But now they're saying that I'm using them because I sold it for more. That I took advantage of them being sick or whatever.
Oh.
Really, I think that they're just trying to deflect the drama away from them because they sold a model that they have not paid off and owe money on, and they do not have a right to sell. And they were told they don't have a right to sell.
Okay.
Anyways, and for some reason.
Oh, is that what happened? Wait, so she bought a model. Is that how it all started? I think we missed the very beginning. I think she's explaining it now. So she bought the model from somebody else that didn't have the rights to sell it. Yet they still sold it to her. And now they're saying that she's taking advantage of her, but they knew they weren't allowed to sell it in the first place. The art usually costs more than the rigging. It depends. It really depends. Like if you're getting or iron vortex to do your rigging, it's probably going to cost more than the art. But for example, in my case, my art costs more. It's not illegal. It's morally questionable or ethically questionable, I assume. It depends, dude. If you're like an artist and you're like struggling and you're like $100, and I don't give a shit what they do with my art after I sold it, then you probably don't care. If you're like an artist on Etsy that just has these I don't know, emotes, and you're just operating this like it's a freaking industry, you probably don't care what each individual person does with it. If you're somebody that is pouring their soul into every piece, and it really matters how people use it afterwards and all of that, and then you thought you were commissioning this to be used because you want to be a VTuber mama, and then the next day you see it posted on Twitter and sold for 2 times the price, that would make your heart sink. It really depends on what kind of artist you are and what you want to do with it.
I can't even fathom. The original artist forgave them for doing that and decided to jump on me instead. I cannot understand why. And the original owner saying how much I hurt their feelings. I didn't even know you. I didn't even talk to you. I didn't even deal through you. How did I hurt your feelings? I don't even know you, dude. Without food, and you do see me begging for money a lot because every bit of money that I make from Twitch or from rigging, I put it into giveaways. I put it into models to give away to people, and you can see just hundreds of models that have been.
I think that's the part people didn't like. It's like she was kind of trying to pass off, the giveaways as some kind of charity work. But, people do giveaway to grow their accounts because you get a lot of new followers. You're not Mother Teresa. You're not doing charity right now.
And despite all the kind things that I have done and all the artists that I have uplifted, because I make a mistake, they're trying to cancel me, yes, as well there. But yeah, I am scummy for reselling it double the price. All you really need to do is just block me. You don't need to like make me, you know, cancel me and make me homeless and starving and ruin my.
If she bought them and I think like the part where she buys them and then she commissions some art, like she should just be upfront. She'd be like, hey artist, first of all she should work with like one artist, probably, you know, a regular person that does, and be like, this is what I do. I facilitate the selling between your art and the final product. What I'll do is that I'll buy an art, I'll commission fan arts for it, I'll commission emotes for it, I'll do the rigging for it, and then I'll find a VTuber for it, and I'll sell them the entire package. So it's like key in hand, they're ready to stream as they bought it. And then, so you know, I'm doing the communication, but in future I'm finding the buyers for you and all of that, and I'm adding all of these perks on top of it. Then it's like the price is more justified, I guess. And then maybe it would have saved her a lot of trouble. Okay, so I have a few more things to show you guys on this. Okay, there's, oh my god, dude, people are going full archiver mode. Look at this, 100 pages, 100 slides of every allegations. That's not how you spell allegations. Alligator. We're not gonna go through all of them. I think you guys get the gist of it. This is a counter argument given because I think some people are starting to get a little bit, there's been some, you know, back and forth on the topic. I mean, if they are buying the model, then rigging them and selling them, there isn't anything wrong with that. They are literally buying a product and making a better product with it. Now, if they're buying a rig models and then selling them with no work done for a higher price, I assume they're saying that's more bad. And then this person replies, oh yeah, I have no problem with that, but she bought it for 2K and the rig she did was 1K, so the buyer should not have been charged 5K. Why not? If people won't buy it, then it's not worth it. If they will, it is. Either way, she's not doing anything wrong. You bought vegetables and meat for $10 and spent 30 minutes in the kitchen. How dare you charge $100 for a plate? Why? If they can get that price, how is it bad? And that person kind of has a point. It's about, what do you say? Supply and demand. Thank you guys. Supply and demand. Kendra, listen, I get not comparing it to Sylvie, but really should call out how they're going way harder on something that happens in the business world. Kendra, you are right. Yes, it's true. They are going way harder on this person for something that happens in business daily, which, I mean, okay, let's be real. Business don't behave ethically very often, you know? Yeah, they're going way harder on her than they're going on people that are causing a lot more harm, like harassing, stalking, doxing. Kind of true, girly. The buyer was unaware she charged more than what she was supposed to, and upon finding out was extremely upset because, I mean, she got charged more than what she should have. It's called scalping, and generally not taken well. I'm not sure about calling this scalping. Scalping is buying everything, no? I mean, if she's, okay, also oh yeah, I remember. The other claim levied against Needy is that she's kind of like hoarding the adopts, like she's spam buying all of them, right? So if, let's say, you were thinking of buying an adopt, and you're like, oh, I don't have that much budget. Somebody like Needy is kind of like Tom, what's his name? Tom from Animal Crossing. He's buying all of the adopts before you can buy it, so you might not get your dream model. Tom Nook, yeah, so doing the Tom Nook thing. Scalping is taking advantage or even creating a shortage and then taking advantage of the increased price. Yes. Smart chatter. So that's why I think scalping is probably not the right word for this. I believe that scalping is a bigger problem. Yeah, like I said, it's a nuance. I think it's more of a nuanced topic. This one kind of made me feel bad for her.
I'm not sure what they think is too far. I know, like, me losing my job, I thought that would be, you know, probably the furthest part. But they just keep going. They're not stopping. Absolutely. They do. It seems they do want me dead. At this point, it's not holding me accountable, refunding the academy and stuff. They want to take everything that I have, I don't have any more left to give. I'm already negative. I don't have.
Yeah, this is a good comparison. It's kind of like house flipping. You guys remember the Airbnb boom? So the rich entrepreneur would buy all of the houses, and it's like, you know, they're buying up all of the apartments, all of the houses, and they're renting them out in Airbnb, not really adding much value to it, yet it makes the housing market more expensive because now there's less houses available for regular people to buy it. So I think that's the other side of the coin.
Anything. My whole wedding now is canceled. My trip is not canceled, but I can't go to the resorts. I can't go on the hikes. I can't do any of the tourist things that I wanted to do. The whole trip is completely canceled because I can't afford it now. I mean, he's still coming down because I already paid for the plane ticket, but now we can't afford to, you know, go out to eat, go out to dinner. We can't afford to do the wedding. Everything like that is canceled. I was gonna leave.
But basically, she's canceling her wedding now, and I guess her fiance was coming over, and now they don't have any money to do anything. Yeah, I don't know. Well, I don't think she's a scalper, because a scalper, like somebody said earlier, and I think it was well put, they create like a shortage almost, or they take advantage of a shortage in market. I don't know if there is really a shortage in the adopt market yet. But yeah, I just say that whenever she gets into a controversy, she always plays a victim card, points towards how she helped so many people. Oh yeah. That's what my that's what I saw that a lot. A lot of people thought, that's why I said her apology really didn't help. The way she's talking about the situation really isn't helping. In general, there's also been a lot of sour grapes from people because she's done a lot of giveaways in the past and they didn't win her giveaways. This isn't to defend certain behavior by her by any means, but she's been a controversial figure since she started doing giveaway type things. By the way, I have my own opinion on giveaways. I think they're fine here and there, but I think just doing too many giveaways, you're like artificially inflating your account numbers, and they're not going to be people necessarily there for content. I think it's like almost like a waste of money. People are just not very sympathetic to her because of her attitude throughout all of this. It's a mess, is what it is. As someone who got a rig for an old model of mine, it's just exhausting. Yeah. Were you dragged into this too or not? I mean, if she is buying too many adopts, she will eventually drive up the market price, or she's removing options from people who are trying to buy it, but in a non-bulk way. Like Rima, who is trying to become a VTuber and wants to purchase a single adopt, it doesn't have the same impact as Needy, for example, who's bulk buying adopts, who's buying like, I don't know, 10 adopts a month, maybe more. Hey, you, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that bell button, and I'll see you in the next video.